here on a cool February morning. There's about 10 minutes left in the morning, so about lunchtime I'm here. So, stream last night at Epic Universe went pretty well. I enjoyed the fountain show. But you know what, it's good to, after 2 streams during the evening, it's good to be back like during the day and out with the sun. So I am at City Walk, and I am just chilling today. It's just a low-key stream, really no rhyme or reason other than to get out of the house, get some air, and just to chill here in City Walk. So, yeah, I'm just hanging out. I brought a little bit of snacks. I'm probably gonna walk around a little bit, maybe check out the construction over there. So we'll see. Hey, what's up, Fernie? So yeah, I'm just at City Walk Orlando. No rhyme or reason for anything other than just to get out. I know Mardi Gras just started, so I want to check out some of that merch later. We'll check out some merch. Probably rest in a little bit after walking around and have a snack or two. And really, I'm just here to take it in the scene. I'm taking you with me for what I would normally do as a local. Just come here and, again, with no rhyme or reason, no master plan, and just other than just to hang out and check in the sights and the views and just hang. Sometimes I pick, like I do right now, I'm picking a nice little quiet spot. Mostly everyone coming in now, the City Walk. I'll give you a little view of the here. Mostly everyone coming in from City Walk. My table's shaky, so I'm going to try and control it. The main entrance, like from the parking lot, is past that Coca-Cola stand and all the way down there. Moving walkways and security is down there. So everyone coming in right now is pretty much... I'm doing well, Fern. I hope you guys are doing well too. Mostly everyone coming in right now is just heading to the park. So they're going left or right to Islands or Studios. Mostly everyone right now is not, for the most part, keep flipping this, sorry. For the most part, they're not like chilling at City Walk till probably another couple hours, and then especially this evening when everyone goes for dinner. So this is a good time to walk around or just grab a bite to eat or some coffee and just chill. Also later on I might take, which is another pastime I like doing here, and especially Disney Springs, but more so here because in Disney Springs there's only one ferry that goes to, there used to be more, but there's one ferry that goes to the New Orleans resorts, Riverside and Port Orleans. I forget the two of them. But yeah, they're next to each other, and a lot of people take the ferry there and go for beignets. But the ferries here and the boats here, which I think are better than Disney. I like the boats, and they also go to definitely they don't go to all the resorts here, but they go to a good portion of them. So sometimes I like taking the boat over to Portofino or Sapphire Falls and just chilling. What I love about this is even like later on, you could get in for free for parking, like late tonight after 6, and you literally can come here for free. Of course, depending on how much you want to spend on some stuff, but if you're not looking to buy anything and you're bringing your own snacks and drinks, this is a perfect place to come and chill. Plenty of entertainment, plenty to look at, take a little boat ride, check out the construction over here. I'll just show you in a minute. Got Toothsome over my shoulder right there. I've only been there once. But yeah, just chilling. Let me show you my snacks. I bought with me today. I normally don't do these. I have them in the house, so I need to get rid of some. I do about like once a week, once every 2 weeks. Got my energy drink. I have bubbly, lemon lime. I got these from Costco. I normally do the turkey sticks, but I'm trying to beef out. The beef sticks, in general, are hit or miss with me, but I bought this because the price was good, and we'll see. It's 100 calories and 10 grams of protein, so it's a decent amount of protein for a snack. So I have 2 of these, and then I have, these are my favorite thing lately. Now, I've tried a lot of protein bars, and for me, a lot of them taste like garbage. But I found these about a year and a half ago. They're really popular now, especially on TikTok. The Built Puffs. And I like these because I love marshmallow, and the Built Puffs, you gotta get the puff, at least for me. They taste like marshmallow. I have brownie batter here and coconut. These are the two like basic flavors you could buy in Costco. But they have so many more flavors: orange cream and lemon, and cookies and cream, and strawberry just came out. Strawberry milk chocolate came out for Valentine's Day. But they have about 17 grams of fiber in them for the most part, and they're really good. So the Built Puff, and when you can freeze them too and bite on them. They're like really, you know, like marshmallowy in the middle, and I just love it. I love it. And they're about, usually they fluctuate, but the highest they ever go is like 140 in calories and 17 grams of protein. But some are like 14, 15, but still, it's good like if you're in the mood for protein and the sweet, it's pretty good. It's pretty good to bring with you on the fly. I think I'm gonna crack open the seltzer and have it. And I'll have this energy drink later. I skipped breakfast this morning, and not on purpose, just, I don't know. It's easy for me to skip breakfast. When I used to teach, I never ate breakfast. And it's just a habit. I really don't eat breakfast. Sometimes I feel like, you know, you don't have to eat it. If you're not hungry for it, you don't eat it, you know? So I'm just chilling here. Hope you guys are doing well. And for those of you that joined me yesterday, thank you very much. You know, we just, you know, I have to get back out there, like I said in my first stream in Epcot Saturday. We've been gone for a long while. So I just got to practice streaming again. I can practice streaming, practice making videos, also practice being in the public with the camera. For the most part, I'm okay with that, but there's some situations where it gets a little, like, I don't know, self-aware or anxious because I don't want to be bothering people, like with a gimbal and a camera going around. So I'm still mindful of that, but I come to find that most people don't care. So I have to remember that most people don't care. And if they're looking at you, I mean, I figure by now, like, people who walk around with a camera, it shouldn't be that much of a unique thing anymore, because it seems like everyone and their mother does it. I mean, even back in 1990, we were lugging the big camcorders on our shoulders, or the big ones that look like the ones you see on the newscast. Oh, thanks, Fernie. Yeah, Nintendo World is so cool. It really is surreal walking, like, through the portal and in there. And it's, like I said last night, it's a totally different feel during the day and night. And, you know, and they're both beautiful, no matter when you go. But at night, it's kind of like, you still don't think like you're walking outside, because just the way they have it lit. And then when you go there, you look up, you see the sky and clouds. It's kind of beautiful. It's like you're literally in the video game. They have an excellent, I didn't show it last night, I'm gonna do it next week when we go during the day. But they have excellent merch there in Epic Universe, especially in Super Nintendo World, and also in the beginning, which I was surprised at. If you go in Epic Universe to the right, there's a whole big Christmas store, which when I first saw it, I was like, oh shit, okay. That wouldn't be something I think would be a priority in a new park, but I think that's kind of cool that they have Christmas represented there. I like that there's Christmas represented in Disney Springs, and I think there's a Christmas store in Universal Studios Florida, which I think is really, really cool. I like that. I like having a little bit of Christmas around all year. So I do like that. So, you miss it, Fernie? Have you guys just have no interest in streaming and stuff like that? Or just, I'm sure life has taken over? So the plan today is, let me see. Let me turn around. So what I love about here is that they have this grassy area here for like when they do like live concerts, especially in the summer and stuff like that. But I like in Epic Universe, they have this around the fountain, like it's this times 50. I like this kind of seating. It's really cool. And if you look over yonder, right there, you can see the active construction site where they're putting, I guess, what they've released is the Fast and Furious coaster, the one that's opening up soon in Hollywood. I guess we're getting our version of it over here, which, you know, it would have been kind of cool to get Back to the Future, but I don't care. I'm excited about that coaster, and I'm excited about what they're going to put in place of Supercharge, which is the old Fast and Furious ride, which everyone seems to hate. So I'm curious as to how this is going to look. It's going to be really cool coming out here. And I'm looking forward to riding the one on Hollywood. But what I love is that in the UK, I think in the shut up. What's up, Iyad? How are you? Iyad's home holding down the fort. What I like about at least what I've heard about the UK park, which I can't wait to visit once it's up. I think it's supposed to be done in 2030, 2031. Is there's supposed to be some type of Back to the Future kind of ride, coaster land there. So, what's up, Iyad? My love. So I'm just chilling. Over here, like behind me, is more walkway, more restaurants, Jimmy Buffett. We'll check it out later when we walk around. And Islands is this way. Someone said in the stream last night, like, Universal seems to be more of a park for adults tonight. I don't know if, I agree with that. I think that, people who grow out of Disney, whether you're a kid or an adult, when you get sick of, too much Disney, and then you come here and it's an entirely different feel and vibe, especially at night. And much like Disney, each of the Universal parks here have a different vibe and a feel. Like, I really love Universal Studios here because of memories when I was a kid, but also I just like the park in general. I love that park. It's probably right now edging out Epic Universe a tiny bit for my favorite park. I think when Epic becomes part of the past and I'm able to visit a lot more on my own free will, it might edge it out. But for right now, Universal's still up there, followed by Epic, followed by Islands. I do like Islands. It has definitely a different feel from the other two, but I like Islands, especially around Christmas time and the holidays. Yeah, they kept the piece of the Berlin Wall that's next to the Hard Rock over here. They kept that. I'm gonna assume they're gonna keep that. And what's cool is that we'll look later. Actually, this is probably the best view up here. I'll switch now. You can see the Jimmy Fallon ride from here. But I'm not sure if I can zoom in on this. Can I zoom in? Oh shit, I can. All right, let me see. So if you look close, where I'm zooming in, right there, if you look in between like that blue awning to the left and that red part of the building to the right, in between right there where those palm trees are, straight ahead, that's the Jimmy Fallon ride experience. It's pretty cool that you can see straight through the park now. And then of course the entrance to Universal, I still have you zoomed in so it's a little shaky. There's the entrance to Universal right there. Let me zoom back out. Yeah, did the delivery come? By the way, I tried to call the front gate and it just went to busy signal. So I've been doing. By the way, the last two streams I've noticed that my phone, the battery doesn't really last as much. And this is a newish phone. The battery doesn't last as much as when I used to stream on my older phone. So I have to be more conscious about that now and bring like chargers and stuff that are portable and I can carry. I do have one. It's clunky, but I do like it. I actually don't know what I do with it. You got it? You got your Dunkin' Donuts? Okay. Thank God you got your Dunkin' Donuts. So I have this charger right here. It's pretty cool. You press the button. I don't know if you can see the 100. It's on 100. And it's supposed to charge your phone like 3 full times. And it has all the different plugs for different devices here. The only issue is that this is very short. So I had to bring my extension plug here. But it's a good, we've been using it. It's pretty good. It's a little bulky, but it's good if you have like a backpack and stuff. Yeah, have lunch with me. All right, I'm gonna open one of my sticks now and have it. I'm gonna taste it because if I get in the mood for this later and I don't like it, it's gonna be real pissy. minutes just bubbly in the stick, and then we'll go walk around a little, check out some of the, I want to check out, they have these booths here in City Walk. I want to check out some of the merch. I saw some Mardi Gras merch, which I think I'm going to come Wednesday back to studios on Universal property and oh, this is Zero Total Trigger. That's good too. Okay, this is not too bad. I'm gonna come back Wednesday, and maybe we could check out the. In fact, I definitely want to check out the Mardi Gras parade. I heard there was some issues with the initial launch of the Mardi Gras parade. In the videos I saw on TikTok, no one was on the float. No people were on the float, team members or people throwing out beads. And I heard something about it, like some inspection type thing or whatever. So there was no one on the floats. I think there was team members in between the floats, like handing out the beads from like the street level. So, but the floats are pretty cool. So regardless if people are on them. But yeah, it takes away the impact. You want people on them throwing out beads. We did that once. Yed and I did that once years ago. We did like the float experience. It was pretty cool. And we always said it's not something we need to do every year. Keep some years in between it, so it still becomes like an experience we still want to do. So I think next year we'll probably do that. And this year I'm really looking forward to HHN because we're going to be able to go and spend the whole night and we're going to have a little mini staycation, spend the whole night, really maybe do it. I think we agreed this year to do like a multi-night to HHN because it'll alleviate trying to get everything done in one night. Because I think the most tired I've ever been over the years of going to theme parks is coming home from HHN. It is a long night and long walks around those houses because some of these are in like sound stages in the back, and you gotta walk all the way down. That's a lot, especially when you're doing it in the rain. Oh, I saw the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show. It was very good. I went home last night and watched it. It was very good. I thought he did it very well. And Lady Gaga was a surprise, as well as Ricky Martin. HHN is too much. But yeah, we got to do it this year where we... Oh, someone just tripped. We got to do it this year where we spread it out and have a fun time. Alright, I'm going to stop like stuffing my face in a second and we're going to get going walking around. Let me see how much battery I have left. Okay. Oh wow. I have 88 already. I started at like... That's crazy. Alright, so I'm going to get going because I don't want this battery to go low. We're going to walk around and I think by the time I'm over there I'm going to check the battery and we might have to plug a little something in. Alright, let me pack this up. It can go. Oh, shit. I got the shakiest table. I'll leave you with this view while I'm getting ready. get going. There's hope that way. All right, let's go check out this merch. La-dee-dee. Oh, there's garbage right here. I love that Coca-Cola stand. I don't know why. I love Coca-Cola, but it's pretty cool to have that stand. Alright, let's see what we got here. If you guys see anything, let me know. Where's that regular stuff? Happy Gilmore. Wait, what? Why do they have Happy Gilmore merch? I wonder. That's interesting and unexpected. Some old school merch. Where is the Mardi Gras? It's gotta be Mardi Gras. Oh, there it is. Yeah, like Happy Gilmore is about golf, but I'm not sure why they have it. Some keychains, headbands. Yeah, you would like that shirt. These are, what are they? Oh, a magnet. Okay. I thought that was a pin. I was gonna say that's a pretty involved pin. Box of beignets. Oh, 3 mini plush keychains. What is this? Is that supposed to be a beignet? Doesn't say. Oh, I guess it is. Look at that. Box of beignets include 3 plush keychains. I guess that's a beignet. Do beignets look like that? I don't know. Velvety hat. That's pretty cool. Let's see if they have any pins though. Mugs. Shirt. Alright, there's a pin. There's this year's pin, 2026. I like it, it's cute. So I might come back maybe Wednesday when I see the parade and get some of this merch. Oh, missing the bees, of course. This is a thing. Hey, what's up, Chiquita? Oh, that's no problem. Thank you for coming in even for a second. We're just practicing doing a little walk and talk. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for always being a supporter. Rainbow Bright, what? What is this? Universal's breaking out some merch that I guess they own the rights to Rainbow Bright. Rainbow Bright with a crossover with whatever makes you happy. Mystery enamel pins, mystery bag charms. And that's what they look like. Collect all 4. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. Different to Rainbow Bright. I like seeing different stuff. That's kind of cool. pralines. That sounds good. That sounds good. As we get closer and closer, we're getting more construction views. They have a wall up, so I'm not sure like when we actually get over there if we're going to be able to see anything. I doubt it, but I guess this is the best view to see what's going on there. And that blue building is where we usually go in for, I believe, the Christmas show, the Grinch show during the winter. But it is nice and breezy here today. It's supposed to be going up to 72. When I left the house, it was chilly. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie still. But I could definitely, I'm sure in an hour or so, take this hoodie off. Yeah, I gotta have the beads. I'm gonna come back Wednesday here, probably a little bit later than I am now, to catch the parade, the Mardi Gras parade. So we're gonna do that. We'll probably we'll buy some beads and see if we could get beads on the parade. Passing one of our favorite, Blue Man Group, right? But that's where we will go for the, isn't that where we go for the Grinch? And Blue Man Group has moved now to iDrive in the Icon Park. I never saw them. To our right here is NBC World. This is one of my favorite places to eat in City Walk. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There was the Rainbow Bright, and then before that, we saw like Happy Gilmore merch. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I mean, it's cool to see different stuff. Well, they have the big Mardi Gras sign up there. I haven't been here for Mardi Gras, I think, in 2 years. Like Mardi Gras time. I know last year I was here for H&M time, and of course the holidays. I'm always here for the holidays. But Mardi Gras has been a good minute. So it's kind of cool to see. Japan merch is coming. It did kind of look like that, but I still are perplexed about Happy Gilmore. Unless Happy Gilmore is like big in Japan. This is the waterway leading to some of the resorts. Beautiful. Beyond the trees over there, you can see it in the treetops, is Hard Rock. We stayed there once. We liked it. We liked it. There's the Mardi Gras, I guess, medallion, if you want to call it that. That's pretty cool. We're not going to go in today. I just specifically wanted to get out a little today and do a city walk kind of talk. But we're going to come Wednesday here. And we're going to check out, maybe I'll save my appetite for maybe a snack. And I definitely want to check out the parade, so I have to look and research when the parade times are. I'm assuming like either like 5 or 6. So it goes from February 7th till April 4th. I love that medallion. I can't quite remember if they used to do it. I'm assuming they used to put a medallion up for that. But like I said, I guess I can't remember because it's been a while. So we're gonna keep moseying on down over here. And I'm enjoying being out, just getting practice like with the gimbal and streaming again and being around crowds of people with it. Just get used to that feeling. So it's going to get a little crowded here because they changed the walkway. But I'm going to show you one of my favorite places to kind of chill. Another chill spot of mine that I love. They started painting these buildings again, by the way. If you notice over here, it's white. If you notice over there, it's like Pepto-Bismol pink. So they're slowly starting to paint them white, which I think is a better look. Because the Pepto-Bismol pink reminds me of 90s. So here we go. We're gonna go past the Hard Rock here where the construction is. Again, we're not gonna see much through this mesh, but every time I pass here, I'm reminded of a concert we went to for Adam Lambert, and we both left with COVID. So that was fun times. We left entertained, and we also left with COVID. Yay! Japanese merch is kind of the best merch, I think, because I always say this. I believe California parks, Universal and Disney, have better food and merch. And then I believe the foreign parks blow all of our U.S. parks away in terms of food and merch. So Japan does create some cute merch. Oh, they closed it down there. Wait, did they close it down there? Oh no, there's no down there. This is the down there. I'm down there now. This little walkway here, which is usually a little less crowded because I think they're redirecting people. But this little spot right here is my favorite. One of my favorite spots to show. Not work, Chiquita. Hey, what's up, Mike? Chiquita, have a great day. I sent you a text last time. I'm not sure if you get my text, but I sent you a text. I'll send you a text later on. Thank you for coming in and just saying hi, being part of the stream for a little. I appreciate it. City Walk is really small in comparison to Disney Springs, which I kind of like too. Because Disney Springs has you going all over, but I like Disney Springs too. Different vibes, different vibes. Mike B, how you been? What's the update with you? How's life? What's new in your world? I'm liking it here because it opens up more. Oh yeah, ES jacket was something else. Adam Lambert was good. He put on a good show. But COVID was not originally included in those ticket prices. We got the VIP experience. Well, this is an 80s throwback. Oh, okay, Jaquita, that's cool. You don't have to respond, as long as I know you're getting them. Because I thought it was something like maybe with our phones or something like that. Okay, as long as you're getting them, that's cool. Yes, yes. I eventually found Ed on some long ass line. So as I mentioned before, guys, there's no rhyme or reason for this little stream, just to get out and see the sights and sounds of City Walk, which is honestly what I would do, Ed would do, we both would do anyway, normally, on any given day or time. There's some boats coming in now. I like the little dance of the boats and the donuts they do to park. There's one coming now on this side. So we'll wait and then we'll take a little walk. But yeah, it's gonna be a short stream. We're not texting. I said I was thanking her for being part of the stream and just saying what's up and how are you, general stuff. We weren't gossiping yet. I wasn't just texting her last night. I text her all the time. This boat was the Jimmy Buffett boat was recently put back there. It was remodeled and taken out. Jaquita loved getting pics. Here comes the dance of the Universal boats. Yeah, can you, if you're at the computer there, can you tell me what time the Mardi Gras parade is on Wednesday? Or what time they usually hold it? It's gotta be like 5, 6, or 7, yeah? Because that's like kind of like a nighttime thing. Get a margarita? No, I'm okay. I just had like a bubbly. And then I'm gonna have Starbucks energy drink toward the end of the stream. And maybe a Built Bar. Because I wanna go back. I felt like I was boring you guys, but I wanna go back and sit there and just chill and talk. So I might do that once I do a full go around. Because I just love those little nooks and crannies. Especially when it's not busy and it's not crowded. And I love that people are focused on the parks really and not like here. It was a perfect time. I mean, trust me, margarita sounds good though. It's gotta be a nice one. Like I need a citrusy one, a slushy one. I don't care about salt or sugar rim, but yeah. But not now. I can't do that sugar. I measured my sugar this morning, it was good. It was like 99, which is good for type 2. Look at me, I'm disclosing all my medical. All right, we're gonna keep walking here past the chocolate factory. I love the grounds here. And, you know, we're going to spend this week at Universal. We're going to do Islands on Friday. And I think next week, maybe we'll switch it up to Disney, or maybe we'll keep the Universal train going and hit some of the resorts. 5:30, okay. Okay, that's fine. So I'll probably do like a 5 to 7 or 5 to 8 o'clock stream on Wednesday. And yeah, check out Mardi Gras. Get some beads. Get some beads and fling them. Thank you for checking the time. We have the entrance to the island. Just need to get past these people in this crowd. Get in the shade a little. In case you're lost.
What?
And Friday we're gonna be here at Islands, and there's plenty of like little nooks and crannies and places to stream and enjoy a good snack in Islands. Islands has some cool chill spots. Yeah, I need to ask you a question. One second, maybe we'll sit down over here for a second. Let me plant my ass right here. Yeah, if you're still there. Are these glasses too big? I know they're bigger because you're supposed to put them over your regular prescription glasses, but does it look like Nicole Richie, Paris Hilton type dinner plate glasses? Or does it look normal? I need to know. I need to know. And then maybe on some of these streams, I'll get here bright and early in the morning, which is something we've never done on this channel. We never get to the parks. Thank you. We never get to the parks early ever. We're never part of the rope drop gang. All right. Yes, God. You're saying yes, God, that thank God we don't do that? Yeah, we're not big on. I don't mind getting up early in the morning, but together we're not big on going to the parks early. More people arriving for a fun day. Good afternoon, Cheryl. How are you? We're just doing a quick little stream here. Getting some practice, getting some more practice in. But how are you? How are you today?
I'll hammer the rubber band.
Cheryl, did you enjoy the, because after the stream last night, I went home and watched the Bad Bunny performance and halftime show. I thought it was very well done. What did you think of it? It is a beautiful day. It's going to be 72, but it did start off cold, like in the low 40s, but miraculously it's going to go up about 30 degrees. So I think we're hitting the peak like now, between now and 2. It should be like 71. I could take off my hoodie actually. I might do that in a little bit. I am doing good. I'm doing good. I'm enjoying just being out in the sun, in the cool air, and just getting practice streaming and stuff, and you know, taking in the sights of City Walk here, which is something we've been doing all year and last year, just on our own, not filming. We've just been chilling. So why not take you guys along with me? Yeah, you loved it, right? It was great. It was great. Very well done. And you don't even need to understand Spanish to get the message. So, I mean, you gotta be really slow not to get that message. So I'm gonna take you over here. It's a little bit of a corner, and I'm gonna chill with you for a little minute, have a little snack. Because I want to eat these snacks in my bag because they're gonna go bad, especially in this sun and the weather. So I'm gonna eat them and just end the stream talking with you guys, hanging. We'll be back Wednesday for Mardi Gras Parade and festivities, and Friday for Universal Islands. But I'm not closing it out just yet. I'm gonna hang with you a little while longer. I think I found a good spot over here. I think this is where I was before. I love these spots. These are the best spots. People come for the rides and stuff, yeah, which is great. I was telling Iyad yesterday when we were in Epic, it might sound corny, but I love coming for this, finding nice spots to chill. Look at this shady spot over here. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know where that goes. Let me get this chair. This table wobbly? No. Alright, let me put you down here for a second. Cheryl, how's Reggie doing? He's doing good? I have to message him. I haven't spoken to him in a good minute. Oh, God. Alright, so I have my snacks. I really don't have these too often anymore. I'm on a weight loss journey, and these are no sugar, but I don't want to like do too much caffeine. He's on an errand to Lowe's. Very cool. So I have my Built, I have my meat sticks. I weighed in this morning. I'm down 4 pounds from 2 days ago. I'm happy about that. I see my doctor Wednesday. I'm hoping to keep the train and the flow going. We have a Vegas trip in April. I'm hoping to be down. I'm down to 354 now. I'm hoping to be down around 340. That was my lowest weight in my adult life. Hey, that was the lowest weight in my adult life for years was when we went to Disneyland like 2 years ago. I was 340, and of course when I came back I cocked it all up. So I want to surpass 340 this year. Well, definitely this year. I want to surpass 340 by Vegas or by the time I get back from Vegas. Because I need to get on these coasters, man. I'm missing out on too much life. I need to get on the Velocicoaster and this new Fast and Furious coaster they're building in Hollywood in here. I need to get on those. And the new UK park. Like, I have to go on these. I can't be going there just to miss out on like 50% of the park. Thank you. Yeah, the thing about me is when I put my mind to it, I kind of shed the weight fairly quickly. It's just like keeping it off and obviously getting life getting in the way, but we'll do it. So, yeah. Sorry for eating on camera, but I gotta eat. I'm gonna switch the view instead of you seeing me stuff it in my mouth. But thank you guys for coming in, as always, just to give a like, say hi, say good morning, say good evening. I appreciate that. I know we're starting off slow again, and what's awesome about this is that, yep, maintenance is key for sure. And just knowing, you know, what to eat, and also knowing that you still can eat anything you want, just moderation, all that stuff. It's basically, at the end of the day, calories in versus calories out. Other little diet tricks help, but at the end of the day, that's what it's about. I love these Built bars. I buy so many of them. I love it. But you know, at the end of the day, I knew we're starting from scratch with this channel, and you know, visually, we're gonna change up the channel this year, and also like content-wise, we're gonna be more at it. But it's going to be a very slow build, so I'm appreciative of anyone that drops by. Oh, you like those, Cheryl? I love them. They came out with like orange cream, a lemon, cookies and cream. They have so many. They just came out with, I don't like strawberry, but they came out with a chocolate strawberry one for Valentine's Day. They have s'mores. They have like kind of like a Reese's Pieces kind of tasting one. They're so good. I try to limit myself to like one of those a day with some coffee, or like if I'm going out and I know I'm not eating a lot of stuff, I will bring like 2 of those bars like I did today, but I'm not gonna eat 2 today. But yeah, like Ead's we're gonna grill some steak tonight and some veggies, and it's gonna be nice. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm just excited being here. I said to myself last night and this morning, I'm like, what the hell am I going to do on City Walk? And I'm like, let me just do what I normally do on City Walk. Like, stop, there's no stress about it. And on our past 3 streams, I was telling you, back in the day, we used to stress about the damn gimbal and, the camera's balanced right and this shot looks good. And after a while, it's like, what are we doing? So, but anyway, they can be expensive, Cheryl, but if you buy them at, Costco has the box of 12 for $15. But the only thing with Costco is you get the one I just ate, the coconut one and the chocolate one, which are great. I still get those. If you go to Sam's Club, or if you're a member of Sam's Club has like, what is it? Like the cookie dough. They have a little bit of different flavor. I noticed in Aldi's recently, if I have an Aldi's near you, Aldi started selling them. But also where I've been getting them the most is TikTok. If you go on their official TikTok, they're always selling them, and they're always selling like their newest flavors. So I got a couple boxes. My pantry is like, I have like 8 boxes. 2 like I'm kind of going through, and the rest are for, but yeah, they have sales online, and then if you get them in the wholesale clubs, they're pretty cheap. Okay, yeah, look for them. They're in that area where like well, you'll see it. They usually put it next to the protein drinks and the powders and where the other snacks are that they sell. This is kind of that snack. I don't know how yours is set up. The snack place, like in the middle. I guess near the checkouts. But yeah, we love going to Costco. Costco's kind of like Disney. Same thing with Sam's Club. Like if you see something you like there, you should get it then, because you could go like a day or 2 later and they'll just move the stock out and they won't have it. However, the Built Bars, there's certain items that they have had consistently, and that's one of them for the past like year and a half. The Built Bars have always been there, and when we go, for the most part, I just take a box. We belong to, or have belonged to, Costco, BJ's, and Sam's Club, and we find we like Costco and Sam's Club more because they have the food court, but we don't always get, but it's nice to have that option. And I think Sam's Club has a little bit more variety, and it's cheaper actually than Costco's food court, if you can imagine that. And also, I love Costco the best, but Sam's Club also, because they're owned by Walmart, they have different stuff. So they have different items than Costco, and more of a variety when it comes to soda and snacks, I found. So, and Sam's Club is pretty cheap to become a member. So, and they're opening up a new one. We have like 2 sort of by us, but there's one opening up really close to us in Mineola, so I'm excited about that. So, I'm also excited about Vegas, and I'm gonna take a cruise later this year, so I'm really excited about that. What merch is that? They've had some weird merch out. Oh, that's Wicked? That's Wicked. But they had Happy Gilmore before, and yeah, look for the snacks. There's so much. I'm not sure if you eat meat, Cheryl, but Costco, they have so many good varieties. Like if you're definitely doing like the higher protein thing or lower sugar, lower carb, they have plenty of options and snacks. That's really good. Like we stocked up on meat recently, not at Costco, but like at one of those places from like, this guy was from Illinois, and he set up a food truck. He had like a U-Haul truck of meat from a farm. We bought some of that, and so we have that in our deep freezer. But yeah, we stock up on stuff. The Amy Lou, I don't mean to go on about the products, but there's a product called Amy Lou, and it's by the prepared food section. They always have like apple, chicken, sausage, breakfast patties, all that. Amy Lou is a good brand. You know, and then I watch these TikTok that say, "Oh, you shouldn't eat this." And you know, I can't. I'm already doing what works for me. So, and I found the meal prepping I did last week helped. So I think tomorrow I'm not going to be streaming. I do have to go to the doctor's tomorrow, and really quick Thursday. So those are my off streaming days. So I'm going to go. I just forgot what I'm about to do. Oh, I'm going to meal prep tomorrow. I'm going to meal prep tomorrow for the week. Oh, okay. And we have one of those here in Mineola or Groveland, which is not too far from Claremont, like maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, and we have one of those guys too, which we've never been, but we always say we need to go. But we need to go early because they lose stock pretty quick. But yes, I like doing that. I like knowing that we have stuff at the ready. Yeah. So can't wait. Oh really? You think that looked delicious? Well, that's a high compliment coming from you because you're a real good cook and stuff. But I mean, it looked a little messy, but it came together well, and it preserved well over the next few days. And I made just enough where, like, anything more probably would have been sitting there too long. So I made just enough. It was fine. And he has like, "That's what you're having for dinner?" I'm like, "Yep." You know, I stuck to it. It's because it's hard to adjust, and it's hard for people around you to adjust to you eating better, especially if they're Italian. But I'm sure from all backgrounds, like when you're around people and you eat in a certain way for so long that once you start changing it, you know, they think like, "Oh, you're not happy unless you eat more," you know, stuff like that. There's also some family that wants, not my family, but I'm sure in some families they also secretly want to sabotage you. So, you know, because they don't like you getting skinny, baby. But I promised myself, and I promised my mom before she passed, and I promised her after she passed, like, my 49th year leading into my 50th year is going to be, I mean, my 40s have been my healthiest, like, decade out of all my decades, but going into 50, I'm going to be the healthiest I've ever been. I'm going to stay that way. Some of the kind of things that my parents went through, I'm trying to avoid as much as I can. I'm gonna keep moving, keep walking. They say every hour to keep doing. They say even people, you know what I found out yesterday? I saw a TikTok. They say even people who say walk around the parks like this and then you go home and sit, they say that's just as bad as if you're sitting all day. So you have to keep moving. They say every hour on the hour, do like 10 squats. Just keep the body moving. Or stand on one leg for 30 seconds at a time. And they say to be able to get up from a sitting position with no use of your arms, just up and down, I guess sort of like a squat too, is good. Also being able to get off the floor without using your hands. They say those are all good exercises to keep you from being in the hospital. Because as you get older, I don't know why the stream is starting into this, but as you get older, your bones get weaker and falls obviously could lead to the end. So strength training too is something I'm going to add. Once I reach a certain weight, I'm gonna like either do it at home or maybe hire a trainer for a little and get some strength training in. So yeah, all that good stuff. And I also heard with dementia and like Alzheimer's, like eating a diet that's high in sugar, it's kind of like they say diabetes of the brain, and it does something to the myelin sheath that protects the brain. Look at me. Okay, I'm not stop talking about it. Anyway, just being active, having a good, like, you know, for the most part, 90% eating well, you know, takes all that off. No one came in to listen to the fat guy give health advice. But that's the issue. My whole life I've known what to do. It's just actually doing it. So I actually know a lot about health, ironically, but it's just actually sticking with it. So, but this is pretty good. This blueberry lemonade. It's 5 calories, 0 sugar, and it's a good little caffeine boost. I'm not addicted to caffeine, and I do like coffee, but I have coffee maybe every other day or every 3 days, so I could easily cut it out. But I have been lowering it to, because we don't want too much caffeine. Yeah, it is important, especially now, because I'm in my, like, you know, I think about it all the time. Like, I'm gonna be 50, and like, my life, you know, by all stats, is like more than halfway over. So, ooh, Jesus, bird just like. So, you know, now's the time to do it. So I could at least enjoy, because what I want to do is to spend my 50s and 60s, 70s, God willing, the 80s. I have an internal goal to reach 90. 90. I want to reach 90, but a healthy 90. I don't want to be like, you know, barely hanging on 90. I want to be healthy 90. And then, because I want to spend the next couple of decades traveling, enjoying the theme parks, and living a simple life. That's all I want. No stress, and that's it. So, your weakness is caffeine. How do you like the caffeine though? You get it through like coffee and stuff? You know what, Cheryl? When I was in high school, I can't picture myself ever making it to 25. And then when I reached like 25 or like 30, I'm like, I can't see myself in my 40s. It's like I can't keep seeing myself like, yeah, I'm surprised I lasted this long too. Because I used to be 100 and like 20 pounds heavier than this. I think even when I first met Ian, 2017, I was 100 pounds. And through just diet, just being a little bit more active in the parks and taking my diabetes medicine more seriously, it helped me lose the weight, the metformin. So, coffee mostly. Yeah, but I never thought, like, I can't see myself. I mean, I do want to. I'm manifesting it. I want to see myself in my 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. But I just can't imagine how that's going to be. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing new technology, new products, food product, like just simple stuff. Be nice to people, and that's how I want to spend my last few decades on this planet. And not stressing out. So, anyway. Alright, so streaming like a little bit over an hour. I'm gonna give it like 5 more minutes maybe or so. And then what I think I'm gonna do after the stream, maybe take some pictures. And I wanna go check out the Mardi Gras merch booth again. Cause I might get some stuff for Wednesday. I'm really excited to see the Mardi Gras parade. It's been a minute. Maybe Ian will come with me. But see the Mardi Gras parade and try our snack or two. So I've also been fasting, but not in a big way. Like Ramadan's coming up, and Iyad and I are gonna fast. So pretty much it's doing like 16-8 fasting, 16 with no eating, an 8-hour window of eating. That's pretty much like fasting for Ramadan. So it's also known as 1 meal a day, which I could easily do. So I'm looking forward to that. But sometimes I will fast until, and not even on purpose. I don't eat until like 3 or 4, and it's because I think with this Mounjaro, now that it's kicking in full gear again, and I'm about to up the dosage Wednesday or Thursday, I feel like I'm just not as hungry as much, so I'm not forcing it. I read somewhere that like the 3 meals a day and all that, it's just like, it's not something we're supposed to do, it's something like they just made up years ago. So, or the people that say, oh, don't skip breakfast, and I agree, sometimes you probably need it, especially if you're gonna have a longer day of not eating or doing some strenuous stuff, get some protein in, but overall, you don't have to eat. Let me see. My 50s have been very stable medical-wise. Okay, good. That's awesome to hear. Good. Good. And I hope you live for many, more years that way. Because I've noticed lately, even like putting my shoes on, the way shirts fit, it just feels a little bit different. It feels like 2 years ago when I lost it before we went to Disneyland. It feels like my shirts are like, okay, I used to, at my highest, wear 5X shirts. I haven't worn 5X shirts for a long time. I do have some at home. I wear them at home because it's like, just crappy shirts, and it's like at home, and they're way too baggy. Overall, I've been a 4X LT, which I still wear. This red shirt I'm wearing is 4XLT, but it's looking more like a gown now. So I think I could slowly, in another week, 2, 3, start confidently wearing some 3X stuff that I have, and which is great because the parks sell 3X, so it'll open myself up to a little bit more merchandise. But my goal is to get down to like 2X. My goal this year is to get down to 300, but ultimately to get down to 250. Like, I want to get rid of that fear of waiting online for a ride when I'm with people who I know could get on the ride. And like, I always had that thinking. I went to Six Flags, and it stuck with me when I was little. And I knew I know my body. I live in my body, and I know I was too big for the ride. But my friends were with me. Oh, don't worry about it. You're fine. There's people bigger than you. Don't worry about it. And then I would get on the ride, and they'd be like, "You're too big." The thing when it's closed, and then I have to do the walk of shame. So I know my body. So I want to be able. I want to get rid of that. I want to be able to say, "Let's go on this. Let's go on that. No worries." I have not experienced, besides like Slinky Dog and Everest and Cosmic Rewind, I've never experienced like the really intense coasters with Iyad, and I know he loves those, so it's something that I'm missing out on. And he goes on with my nephews or his family or his friends, so he gets that outlet. Or sometimes, like last night, he rides by himself, but yeah, I want to ride it with him, so I want to ride it with him. That's the goal. And especially with these foreign parks like Japan and Paris, where the rides are made for smaller people, like I want to get on those too. So, and this UK park that's going to be finished in 2030, 31. Yeah, I want to be able to get on everything there. That's my end goal in terms of traveling too. I was telling Iyad, the next, what are we in, 2026, right? So from 2026 to 2030, I want to bang out all of the foreign parks, leading up and ending with the UK park. And I fully believe some of these foreign parks, Universal and Disney, are going to be one and done. Probably wouldn't visit again. So I want to make sure I'm visiting at a time where there's not too much construction and stuff like that. So I have to do a lot of research. But I really want to do, I picture myself going back to California quite a few times. Because I did like it there. Especially DCA. Yeah, something to look forward to. You need that mentally. My mom and dad would be happy that I'm traveling and doing some stuff, She felt guilty, like the situation at home prevented me from doing stuff, and there were times I got frustrated. I wasn't perfect either. There were some times I had to it really takes a toll out of you. I had to cancel a lot of hanging out with people, and meeting up at the parks and stuff like that. Or if I ever did, I could only meet for a little, and then I had to jet out of here. So there was that. Sometimes it got frustrating. I feel guilty about that, but it's just being human. So I'm sure she would be happy that I'm able to travel a little bit more now. So, and we'll be doing that. Yeah, wow. Cheryl, if you're still here, you said you get your caffeine fix with coffee. Do you make it at home? Or are you like a Starbucks, Dunkin', or Joffrey's type person? I just discovered something called a cortado in Starbucks, and it's like a little drink. But, the smaller the drinks, obviously, what I've learned, the more they pack, so. He's had 2 so far, he loves them. He gets a little bit of, oh, we also have, do you guys have Dutch Brothers and Seven Brew? We have those popping up like crazy here, so I love that from time to time. I love seeing their seasonal stuff when they have especially the fall and Christmas lineup. Yes, they did. And I appreciate it. I really love being able to take care of them and say, they didn't have to go into a home or anything. My mom briefly did, and so did my dad during COVID, when they had COVID, because they had to go to a rehab, and the only COVID rehabs were these really dinky ones, and I got them both out of there after a few days and just brought them home because I didn't want them there. So I'm happy they lived their last few years in a nice home, and they spent their final moments in our home, because we couldn't even get a home or a facility, even if we wanted to. Everyone around us was like, "Oh, the French press, fancy." He had wants to get one, but it's like $5,000 a month, and just for one person. So I can't imagine. And my parents weren't people that, you know, even if they went into like a facility, they wouldn't do the whole like, "Oh, let's go do bingo now, let's do arts and crafts." Like they wouldn't do that. So it was like money wasted. It was just better for them to be home with us. And honestly, it wasn't even a consideration, even if we could afford it, because I would spend every night. I couldn't really come to the parks or put my head down at night if couldn't really do that if my mom is in a facility and my dad's in a facility. Like I would be thinking of them constantly. And I know my mom. She's very like, you know, she'd probably text me, say, "Oh, they're not doing this, they're not responding to me, or they're not," which is a real thing, but it would frustrate me knowing like I'm there and you're there, and you know, I have to keep worrying about that. So I'd rather just, you know, have them in my home. So I'm glad I was able to do that. So anyway, they have a Ninja coffee. I don't drink coffee by the carafe and stuff like that. I don't make really hot coffee. I'm more cold brew. But I do realize now that we've added more like table space and dining to the house that, you know, we want to have people over. And when we have people over, some people like coffee. So I have to be mindful of that. I have to buy, there's a Ninja one where it's kind of like a Keurig and a Mr. Coffee all in one. So you can make like a 12 cup carafe of coffee, but also do single cup. And, you know, there's like a lot of, my neighbor has like a really fancy coffee station, but we're not that into coffee that we need or want that, although it looks very nice. I wouldn't even know what to do with like the steaming and the foam and all that shit, all that barista stuff. So it would be wasted on me. So we're gonna go into the Ninja route soon. I'm just babbling on this shit. But this is a really, I think because I'm in the shade, it's really cool out right here. But on that side, it was a bit sunnier, obviously, and a bit warmer, but it's about, I think it's about 70 right now. I think Wednesday I'm probably not gonna wear, Wednesday I'm not gonna wear a hoodie. I love the cold, but I'm kind of getting tired of wearing the heavier stuff. I want to shed that and just go back and wear a t-shirt. I used to brew with Nespresso. Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Have you seen that? I wanted to try it. I've seen it on TikTok. And like, I think it's an Italian thing that you put like an egg yolk and you put some sugar and you keep like whisking it into like in this small kind of cup, and then you pour it into hot coffee, or you pour hot coffee over that. It's supposed to make it really creamy. And I've also seen, I forget what it's called. Like they put Nespresso powder onto something. I forget. I think they mix it with sugar. I forget what it was. They whip it and becomes like this caramel like mousse, or like, yeah, like it sort of looks like Cool Whip, but it's like brown because of the coffee grains, and I forget what it's called, but it looks really good. So my dad was obsessed with coffee. My dad was obsessed with coffee, but he only drank it hot. Him and my mom, they've never, yeah, there's so many videos on it. I don't know why the name is escaping me. They never, except for the last year of my mom's life, I introduced her to like Dunkin' Donuts had like a frozen coffee, and I buy the Kirkland cold brew, which I love. Kirkland cold brew, and I add a little heavy whipping cream and blah blah blah. So anyway, I did that for my mom, and she's like, okay. She's like, I kind of like that. So every once in a while she asks for that. But their whole life, they never even thought to trying like cold coffee or cold brew. I'm not even sure if it was a thing way back in the day. But yeah, they were always, even if it was blistering hot, like in 1990 when they took us to Universal Studios and it was blistering hot in August, they would drink coffee. Yeah. I've gotten the sugar-free apple cider drink. I'll occasionally have. That's a hot drink I'll have. I'm not big. I like the taste of hot chocolate, but I'm not big on it. I'll never seek it out really. But if like one of these like holiday events, they're giving out like free like little cups of it, I'll drink it. But I don't seek out like hot chocolate. But and hot coffee, same thing. I mean, I wouldn't mind having it here and there, but I don't seek it out. I just like it cold for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. Really? Yeah. And my dad would drink coffee. My dad would sit next to my mom in our house in the last few years, and he, his memory was going for the last 2 years, so he didn't, he knew who Iyad was, but didn't know. So he would, he knew Iyad was someone who lived in the house with us, so behind my mom's back, my mom would be busy on her games and the iPad and stuff like that, and behind my mom's back, he would go like this. He would signal over to Iyad. He goes, that's his nonverbal signal for coffee, so my mom wouldn't get mad at him, because he really was supposed to restrict his coffee, but toward the end we were like, let him drink and eat what he wants. But yeah, he would have Iyad, and then Iyad would bring the coffee over, and my mom would see it, and my dad would turn on Iyad. He'd be like, what are you bringing me coffee for? I'm not supposed to have coffee. And Iyad's like, oh, you played me. That was always funny. We got a laugh out of that. But I will say, I don't have crazy experience eating here. Off topic, Margaritaville is excellent. NBC Grill is excellent. I've eaten at the Chocolate Emporium. I'm not a big fan. Okay, we went there for dessert. I'm not a big fan of the desserts. I mean, they're very good looking, but just wasn't a big fan. I don't know why. And I'm someone that really likes desserts and sweets. But I didn't try their typical entrees there, so I can't speak for eating there. And where else? We did eat a Big Fire once or twice. I do like that. I've eaten at the name escapes me now. It's like a Mexican place. We ate there once with Benny and Rel. That was good. We had Brick Oven Pizza, or whatever it is. I'm so bad. I'm bad Disney and Universal person. I don't know the names of everything. Brick Oven Pizza, I think it's called, or Red Oven Pizza. We had that. That's good. Yeah, it was really funny when he turned on Iyad. But I will say my favorite thing in Universal, I know you're gonna think, I like they moved the suites over here in Universal Studios right in the beginning, and then when you go through Port of Entry, I think it's called, or something, after you go underneath the main Universal Island sign, to the right is their bakery, and they have a Christmas store there too, which I love, and to the right is their sweet bakery. Their treats are off the chain. They really do well with the treats. And I will say, even being on Mounjaro and trying to control my sugar, sometimes I cannot pass up those treats. They look so fucking good. And then even further in Dr. Seuss, in Seussland, there is another bakery. Universal, Disney too, but Universal kills it with the desserts. Kills it. They're so good. And especially around the holidays in the fall, which I can't believe in a little bit people are going to be speaking about the houses for HHN. That's just the way it goes, and I love it and I hate it at the same time. Because I hate it because it's rushing life, but I love it too because it's my favorite time of year, and I just can't wait. I just can't. But my thing is to savor each day, make each day a little bit different, because they do say that feeling of when you get older, time goes quicker. That's because we're experiencing a lot of stuff that we've already experienced, and it's kind of like routine. So they say the key to that, to breaking that up a little and slowing it down, is to keep it different. It's hard to do, especially with a lot of people. People who try to make each day a little bit different, do something different. But the people who say live life to the fullest and do this and that don't realize it's hard to do that. I mean, unless you're Kardashian level wealth, you can't be doing crazy shit every day. People have normal lives people have parents to take care of, or people have jobs, and people are stressed out by a million things. You can't live. It's nice saying, of course, if you could do it, but living life to the fullest each day is just almost impossible. So you have to realize that even doing little stuff, I realize like doing little stuff, people want to be the best and the highest level of the job, and some people want a lot of different things for a lot of people. But like I told you, the next few years, I just want to live a simple life. I don't care. As long as I'm healthy, I'm not hurting anyone, being kind. and I'm just taking in the little stuff. So I think that's the way to live. And it's okay to live a simple life like that. It doesn't have to be, your accomplishments don't have to be crazy, because if you measure that, then you're gonna feel shitty from time to time. But I don't go by that. I go by like how you're gonna leave this world. Were you nice to people or were you not? Pretty simple. Anyway. Yeah, and sometimes it's okay to do the same thing each day, and it's hard to get out of that routine. And sometimes you're not even thinking about the routine. It's not like bad routines, it's just regular routines. But yeah, breaking it up a little. That's why I'm trying to... My older brother was like, when he heard I'm streaming again today, he's like, you're going out again? Why don't you just rest? You did 2 days of streaming. I go, what do I do all day? Now that, I'm not taking care of mom and dad, I gotta find myself, I gotta do something. I gotta mix it up. I have been kind of resting, so I have to like get out, walk around, and break up the day and stuff. So yeah, yeah. And you guys are great, and you guys are a great couple. And you when you guys had your stuff going and even hanging out with you, it's real people, real friends, real couple, real life. Like you weren't getting any fake stuff, and that's what's cool, and that's what's like nice. Like Iyad and I, we have our moments, few and far between, but we have our moments, and it's just real life. But I wouldn't have it any other way. So I love it. Love it. I thought it would be a little bit busier around lunchtime, but I think everyone's just in the parks because it's even less empty than when I started the stream. When I started the stream, I guess there was more people coming in with me because the parking lot was getting really, really crowded. I parked in a spot which I've never parked in before. I mean, they directed me, but it was a little bit further down. So I guess they're doing like crowd control. But yeah, it's beautiful now. The City Walk is pretty empty. And I love it this way. It's gonna pick up later, but around dinner time, but I love it. The vibes are unmatched here. I could come here every day. Yeah, just regular people, and that's, yeah. Yep. And when we started streaming in the beginning, we're like, oh, we have to like be perfect on camera and do, like I've said a million times, when we used to stream way like around the pandemic and a little bit before I think we started, like Iyad was like, what's the script, what do we say? I'm like, Iyad, I don't know, we're just gonna do this and let's just wing it. Like, who cares? We don't have to follow like a script, or it doesn't have to be like a structure where we have like a theme and a story. I mean, I get if you're making like a video content, but if you're streaming, like, I just, and then we get caught up in, do we have the best equipment and blah, 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 blah. So, and all that to say, like, it delayed us from starting because we thought we weren't like perfectly ready. But the real deal is like, you just go out with your cell phone and do it. There's some people that walk around with their cell phone, no gimbal, and really people who have a lot of followers, and the guy just walks around with a cell phone, goes live, and it's shaky as all hell. I tell Iyad, it's shaky as all hell. I go, comparatively, our videos are not that shaky. And, because we use the gimbal and stuff like that. But anyway, so Iyad really doesn't like streaming in the parks or doing stuff on camera in the parks. So it's going to be a lot of me getting out there, at least from the streaming aspect. And he'll be joining us here and there, especially for home streams. He'll join us, where it's a little more laid back for him. But I understand. Like, filming in the park is very weird still. I mean, even if you're good at it, it's still weird. So, but I'm glad to say these last 3 streams, like, I would be like, so I started my stream a little bit early today, but say it was supposed to start at 12. I used to get here like 9:45, 10 o'clock. I would like sit, what's the perfect place to start? I would get stressed out and all this stuff. And now today I just walked in like 11:35, which would be unheard of for me years ago. or even just 2 years ago. And I just, you know, started to stream up and just said, let's go, you know. So it feels good to be not stressed about that stuff anymore. So, and I'm also about to be 50, so I kind of don't care about certain stuff anymore, which is the best part about getting older. You don't give a shit about certain things, so that's really good. So I think what I want to do, I want to go after the stream and take a picture of the medallion over there that's hanging, the Mardi Gras medallion. I think I'm going to take a picture of some merch so I can show Iyad, and then yeah, I'll come back here Wednesday for Mardi Gras. But I love you, Cheryl. Thank you so much for always like supporting and joining. It's always a pleasure talking to you. You and Jaquita and Lamar and Rel and some others, really nice people. And you know what? I was gonna take the boat over to the resort, but I think I'm gonna save that for like the next week when I focus on Universal Resorts and just chilling out. And I think I will start here one day and take the ferry, the boat to Sapphire or Portofino. Anyway, we'll mix it up. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. It's so beautiful, I could stay here all day, but at the risk of boring you guys. But I will say this, if you came in, Cheryl, thank you very much. If you stayed with me like Cheryl, if you dropped in before like Jaquita just to say hi, if you came in or if you gave a thumbs up without even like coming in the stream, I appreciate that too. Thank you for joining me on this journey kind of like starting over again, and I just can't wait to see a year from now when I'm sitting here for Mardi Gras 2027 how life and things have changed for us. You know, so I'm really excited about that. So I thank you guys for joining me. I will post tomorrow about Wednesday about the time for Mardi Gras, and I'll post some pictures in between. But thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Take a little time to enjoy the view. No, I'm kidding. There's some Barbara Walters right there. But all right, take care, guys. Be good, and I'll see you soon.